Take It with the Programming. I'm Chase Ingram.
I'm Captain America.
And along with me is Bill Grundler.
Wolverine.
And Bill, I did something I've never done before.
You went to the bathroom by yourself?
No, that's not it. Close. So close.
You hyped Dylan up during his football catch that he made in his touchdown?
Okay, I did do that. But
yes, you did. Like a damn boss, proud dad. Dude, you were so silly.
He was so, I mean, I don't know who was happier. Me or probably, I don't know. Yes.
Hold on real fast. This is what's, the dichotomy of you always cracks me up, dude. It's so funny. You're this passionate guy. You cry all the time. I saw, like, we had our show, I think earlier, I think it was Monday. Dylan came in, or maybe it was last week, and he was wanting to eat gummy snacks.
Oh, yeah.
And you were hard. You're like, you put that down. I mean, you were leveling like the dad voice, like the bring in the hammer, out now. And then all of a sudden he catches the football and you were dancing and giddy and tiptoeing through the tulips like a proud dude. You're so silly. It cracks me up, man.
I'm so proud of him. You were. Yeah. I'm stern but fair is what I like to usually say. Same thing. Tough love.
Gotta have it.
But like with that tough love, there's always like just a wave of passion that cannot be described unless you're a dad.
Totally.
Right. So yeah. So part one, my son had his last flag football game of the season. He is one of the smaller kids. He's one of the slower ones, even though he could be faster. You watch a kid watch someone run with him instead of them just going, right?
Yeah.
That's what he does. He kind of watches and goes. I'm like, dude, go. Like when I say, hey, it's time to go to the park, you are so fast in this house. If you just treated the park like the end zone, right, and make sure it's the right one, because we've done the wrong way a couple of times. But we work on his catching, and he's not going to outrun anybody. So I was like, hey, as long as you can catch a ball within 3 or 4 yards every time, like you are going to be so valuable in 5 to 6 year old flag football. And in the last game, he caught 2. We go for like extra points, so he caught 2 of those. Had a third one, is the ball like went over his head. The other coach was like, "I'm sorry about that." I was like, "Whatever, dude." I mean, Dylan was sad; he didn't get it. I was like, "Bro, you weren't catching that one. That was a bad throw." And but dude, he hasn't really done anything all season. We've had like 8 games, but he like scores twice. Had actually a great run, one of his own, and then almost got another one. Like he became reliable.
Good for him, man.
That was awesome. So I was so proud of him. And yeah, I put up a story as like Dylan catches this score, and I'm like come out of screen nowhere, just like jumping like an asshole. I'm so happy for him. But dude, he was so happy. Like, he was like giddy laughing because like he knew, like he's aware like if he does well, and he's also aware if he does bad, and so that was really cool.
Well, you're a very easy marker for him to know if he did well or did not well. Sure. I mean, there's no guess of. Was that a good one, Dad? Yeah, no, yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down, no, maybe.
That's other problem. Like he'll look at me after everything he does. I'm like, okay, I realize I created this problem, but you got to stop doing that.
So you got to give him a poker face. He looks at you and just go like this. Give him go. Nod.
Yeah. He'll do it in like tennis. He'll like swing the racket and then look over. Like, just fucking look at the ball, bro. Like we have time. Okay, so the thing I never did is that I got my beard like barber.
Isn't it rad?
Shaped.
Yes.
And I think I'm addicted.
Yes, dude. Yes. Yes.
I want to grow out my beard just so someone can mess with it again.
Yeah. Well, dude, when you can get like beard shaped, dude, look at that. That's tight.
Isn't it like...
They put the line on, dude. That's all good shit right there. That's so good.
Lips and under my nose, like, yeah. I mean,
it's so good.
I don't want to say
it's the best,
good, but damn,
it's the best.
I got the trucker hat. My hair's coming out the back, like fucking Texas, like high school kid that fucking shit out of this right now. Anyway, I thought I'd share with you because you do that, and
yeah, dude, I love it. It's the best.
Fantastic.
Like I do mine every like 2 months or so. I mean, I kind of mess with it myself, but I'll go and I'll have them line it up, get the trim, get the pat down, and trim up here, and it's all so good.
I don't think I like this spooky font.
It's so scary.
It's Halloween spooky font for
I can't really read it that way.
I'm gonna go back to this. What did it say? Let's see. Oh, what did zombie say? Bearded Captain America is greater than Captain America. Dude. Bearded Captain America in
100%.
Infinity Wars.
100%.
Woo! Come on now.
That's a down and dirty Captain America. That's why.
Yeah, he got he's a little. What is
Yeah.
it? Bill and Chase, how do I send you guys some gear and merch for you guys to try? Maybe talk about the podcast. Talk to us, bro. Hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we can get our info. Our email is officialgwtp@gmail as well. So hit us up on Instagram. And that goes for anyone that wants to partner with the show. We just announced our official mainstream partnership with Element 26. So freaking pumped about doing that with these guys. They've been with us since the beginning. From reaching out for me, I was like, hey, I've been looking for a thumb tape sponsor for like 7 years.
Right.
And theirs is awesome. We got a big care package in, but it's not just thumb tape. It's everything you use in the gym for CrossFit. Like if you use anything other than short shirts and tennis shoes, then they have it. And it's great, right? Grips, knee sleeves, weight belts. Thumb tape is where we originally got connected with because not only is it easy on, it's easy to tear, it's easy off, and it doesn't leave a residue on your thumb, which is great.
I don't know how it's so easy to come off and it stays on.
Yeah,
you know, like when you get the sweaty thumb,
right?
And like if you're doing a lot and it starts to spin off.
Well, the old athletic tape, right?
Yeah, and theirs doesn't. I don't know why.
I don't know what it is, whatever magic they use, but that's my favorite part because I can't tell you how many times where I would use like athletic tape or like goat tape or something like that. Not to knock either one of those. They're great, but
yeah, they work.
I would get this like residue on my thumb and then it'd stick to my steering wheel. Or then I'd realize all the things I touched in the house. And my wife was like, what is this? I was like, it's tape residue. So go to element26.co, not .com, and use the code GWTP15 for 15% off. We're so thankful for them. We appreciate their support. And they're just two great dudes that are doing a great job in the community. So
yeah,
today, we haven't done one of these in a while.
We've never done this style of this one either.
No, I mean, we've done subject matters,
but it's always been looking back because there are like, what did we like? This is now, what do we hope to see? So it's like a future build of the Rush moments rather than the classic. What was the best thing in the games this year?
Mm-hmm.
Or your four favorite occurrences or whatever. So like we're going a different direction, but I think that because of all of the things that have happened over the last couple of years with the different game seasons, the last 4 years to be exact. I think that this is a perfect place to be all right, what are the 4 big things you want to see? Mm-hmm. It kind of sets the stage too.
Yeah.
We had to get out of the season. We had to get out.
Right.
Because what would we say this year? I mean, it would be these there were so many things.
Top 4 things
we talked about
the game season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be a tough thing to boil it down to 4. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I think this will be. I'm interested to hear what yours are.
I'm excited. I'm curious because I had a few. I would say most of mine. So we're top 4 things we'd like to see for the next season. We didn't really give any boundaries or buffers. Mm-mm. A lot of mine centered around the open. God, I'm camp. Make the open great again. Like if we just want
100%
more fun, it has to start with the open.
100%.
Yeah. So give us the bonus daddies. That does not need to stick. That's okay. It's gonna turn into some like WOD zombie sticker, and we won't be able to shake it. Or heaven forbid that picture that Taylor had in his phone. Did you see that? I'm like, what is that? I know Will probably made it, but how long have you been holding on to that one? At least a year.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's so funny.
But I was like, I'm just glad I'm in the position I'm in. Sorry, Bill. All right. So what was I going to say this? Oh, top 4 things you want to see changed or new or whatever for the 2024 game season. We've had a few changes already as far as and we've been talking about this is the handing off to different divisions with entities that are great at dealing with those specific divisions, right? what Wheelwad has done for the adaptive community before the CrossFit Games ever even got involved is second to none. So for them to take on the whole adaptive season, to me, is a no-brainer.
Yeah, totally.
Absolute no-brainer. Handing off the teenage division to the Pit Team Throwdown. Did an interview with them on the CrossFit Games podcast, and they're
all in.
They're all in, and the teenies are in great hands. I know we've had this discussion in the past, is like young kids focusing too much on CrossFit as a sport versus a GPP program to make them better at sports. Mm-hmm. Right. And I asked them that question because part of what they're doing is kind of promoting that in a sense, right? A competitive teenager in CrossFit. So like, oh, I'm good at this. Nobody else is really that good. I mean, of course.
A competitor always wants to compete. If there's a chance to race.
And I asked about that, and their answer was awesome.
Yeah.
Like they work with that. They make sure kids don't like over-identify in something like that so soon. And really the purpose of CrossFit, it's like promoting other sports as a, so I thought that was great. And then obviously the legends, we've both had a lot of interaction with them and what that could be. It's all going to be, I am team optimist. Bill will balance me out.
I'm optimistic.
Bill's on, what team are you on? Team, no, you're not skeptical. Team wait and see.
Believe it? I am. What would be the right way to say this? I am.
I feel like people who are, I'm not saying you are negative, but they call themselves realists.
And I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a realist. I wouldn't say that like that would be.
But I don't think those people are actually realists. I was like, no, you are just a pessimist. Like,
right.
Life is hard. I'm like, no, that's just life. It doesn't have to be negative. Like,
right.
Of course, life is hard. If you look at life as hard as a negative thing, no wonder you're freaking miserable. It's just life.
Yeah, I think I'm a reserved optimist. Meaning I'm not a blind optimist. I think that's probably what it is. So like, I'm very optimistic about all the things that they could do. However, I know that there's some big things that they need to be able to do. So I'm like, all right, here's this great stage out for you.
All right.
Do something great. Or the classic. Here it is, you guys. You guys got it. It's going to be great. Here we go. Don't fuck it up.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, they used to say that to us all the time.
Right. That was our upbringing into our jobs here. So same deal.
Yeah.
Here's a great opportunity. They got the world watching. So many great chances and great things that you could do and amazing things. Don't fuck it up.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Well, without further ado, we will begin our Mount Rush moments.
So good. So good.
Say it every time, but it just matches the quality of the podcast. Dead center. Dead center. All right, Bill, we have 4 suggestions for the 2024 CrossFit Games season. Would you like to go first?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
I'll go first.
Keep in mind, everyone, we have not shared this with each other. So sometimes we double up. Or I'm like, good, I'll just pick another one because I've got like 2 or 3 in reserve.
Oh, I got
one where, oh God, I just couldn't find that 4th one. It was like, how do I cut down?
Seriously. Yeah, totally. I mean, I probably have. What was funny is I felt like there were some of them that I actually kind of grouped them together almost even. So I'm like, I need to kind of fix that. All right, I'm going to start off with a very simple one. Very simple. This is probably my shortest out of all of them, but I think it's kind of a no-brainer. I think you probably have this one too, so I'm going to toss it out. This will be my softball.
Okay.
It's in the vein of making the open great again. Mm-hmm. Okay, and part of that is one of the things that made that great. I mean, there was the community part of it, and the grouping together when you had all the announcements and you had the community coming together in that particular affiliate when they were doing the announcement. But it wasn't just where it was and the fact that we were getting a workout or the fact that there were going to be these great athletes that were doing it. It was what's the workout going to be? In what weird way is Dave going to say it? And how is he going to put it together?
Okay.
So Dave needs to be back there doing those presentations of the games, and just the way he does it, as loony as it might be, as silly, and all the things we were talking about, as bad handwriting and very dramatic, and how he would take his watch off, or he would toss it, or
Yep.
he would or he'd be like, but that's not it, or he'd write up one thing and it'd be like all that stuff. It got all of our community hanging together, and as loony, it was like the weird uncle that you wanted to hear the silly story that they would always talk about at like Thanksgiving, something like that. It was like you waited for it. You knew it was kind of off, but you waited for it and you wanted it so bad. I want him back there again.
That's a great one.
I want him in.
Me too. I did not put that down.
Really?
I did not.
Dang.
I didn't even think about that, honestly.
Well, that was kind of fresh in my head. When I was on Sevon's show.
I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, you guys did talk about that. 100%.
Yeah.
Please. And I know Dave's in a certain position of wanting to or wanting to let it go, but like, I just don't care to have athletes read me what the workout is.
No, that wasn't fun. It wasn't fun when the commentators would do it.
No.
It wasn't fun when Bob, and you know, nothing bad on any of those people, but there was just there was here we are. There's this big push to try to get back to how we were, get back to the glory days of, or at least to get our feet back on the floor where it used to be. And that's a very simple way, I think, of doing that.
I like that.
You know, so
good step. What Alyssa's question: would it be weird for Dave to announce Boz's workout? It would be, and Bill might be saying something else along with that too.
Maybe.
Okay, my number one. Oh, these are no like specific order. Totally. My first one of 4. Oh, what do I want to do? Oh, I'll do this one. This is a simple one. Leaderboard. If you are on the leaderboard, open, quarters, semis, any online competition, athletes who don't log a score for all the workouts, at the end of the day when it's finalized, get removed from the leaderboard.
Yep.
You should not be able to show up, hit one heavy thruster, along with 2,000 of your bros around the world for your team score or your gym score or your own personal gratification that you lift more weight than CrossFitters, or in the quarterfinals or online semifinals. If you do not complete every test and submit a score for all the workouts, at the end of the day when it's finalized, you are removed from the leaderboard, because those scores should not affect a worldwide leaderboard for online competition.
Totally.
Be gone.
Out. I mean, hey, do your lift if you want. Cool, but it doesn't count.
Yeah.
In the competition.
You can see it there.
Not at all. Totally.
You can see it there for a couple weeks and be like, look at me. But then at the end of the day, when it's over, you're out. Why? Because you don't get anything for signing up and doing one workout. Like you don't even get, I don't even know if it get, well, I guess you would get one. It just puts you way that, well, like, what did you sign up for?
Right.
You shouldn't have an effect on a worldwide qualification, whether it's the open, quarters, or online semis for masters, if you don't do them all. We saw it at Rogue. Or any online qualifier.
Yeah.
So, boom, out. Your score should not count.
I like that. Now, let me ask you this with that. You know how part of the hype of the Open is like pumping the people that got these great scores out of that particular event. So there's a chance that someone will hit that big score on the first event, and then they don't do anything else.
Okay.
Do we not announce any of the first people until like the second week, so that they have done like two?
Have your glory in that week, but when they finalize and close the leaderboard, if you haven't filled out all slots, you're removed from the scoring.
Okay.
I'm fine. If you want to walk in and just like, I'm rawr, thruster. All right, cool. Whatever. Like, what do you really get from that? Other than like, For the same reason you signed up to do that one thing is the same reason why, like, whatever your reason is, I'm fine with that. And that might encourage people to get in there and go for it. It's like, hey, I got recognized or I was in the top here. But when they score it, you're done.
Yeah, I like it.
You don't. It's ridiculous.
I like that.
All right. Billy, number 2.
Okay. One of the things that I have seen the last couple years, is a lack of silver thread that runs from the open all the way through to the games. It seems as though there have been people that programming wise. It used to be, or at least it felt like it, that when Dave was programming the entire thing, whether he went forwards or whether he went backwards, however he did it that particular year, it seemed like there were certain events that he wanted to have his anchors in each one of the different qualification stages, and he would build around those. But it would never be that we would see the exact same movements from one stage to the next stage. In fact, that was one of the things that athletes would do. And, myself as an athlete, myself as a coach, it's like, okay, we already saw this event happen. So if you got jacked up in this one, you aren't necessarily going to be punished for it again in the next stage. Or if it is the same type of movement, it would be something totally different. So like, let's say in the open, there's going to be thrusters.
Yep.
Well, then there shouldn't be lightweight thrusters again in the quarterfinals.
No.
There should be another movement that is set up. We have an unlimited amount of movements doing different weights, light, moderate, and heavy. You have an unlimited way of rep schemes that we can put together. And I think that there needs to be a way that thread, that storyline is pushed from the very beginning to the very end. And that includes even now with the breakoffs that we have between, with the legends taking the masters divisions at the games and the pit team taking the teenagers, the age group for the team. That should all be relatively included in that thread that runs all the way through.
Okay.
I think that's really important. And
I agree.
not give like, hey, Chase, make us a really cool workout that does these things. Hey, Bill, you make a really cool workout that does these things. So we make these great workouts that are not joined and they do not put the story together and they are not flowing correctly all the way through. I think that's an important one. I really want to see that.
I agree. That is a good one. Mark had a great comment, and now that he says it, I can't stop looking at it.
Damn it.
But that fucking piece of on your grid, you just clip it or something. How do you sit in that office and not?
Because it's to my back all the time. That's why.
Okay, I saw a programming storyline.
Yes.
From open to quarters to semis to yes, please.
I mean, how many times have we said it just seems like these things are like shots in the dark, and this is it's great. It's a great workout. It doesn't fit anywhere. That's a great workout. It doesn't fit anywhere. It's like it's done in a vacuum. It shouldn't be that way.
Thank you for commenting, greeningism, but no. We don't carry over scores. They tried that in the Masters division, and it was an absolute train wreck disaster and a bad way it just doesn't work. But in a vacuum, it seems like a good idea to inspire people to do better in the open, but it just creates more problems.
Totally.
Here he goes. Did you write something? A hazard? Okay, Bill is riding around the tape line.
Damn it. All of these ones are old ones that I haven't used and they're all dead. I was going to put like a big star around it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, so my second one is a part of the excitement and buzz and intensity of the Open. It was because the qualifications format was different because we had Open, regionals, games. And before everyone's like, fuck yeah, regionals. That's not what I'm saying. I would like to make qualifying for the quarterfinals much more difficult. Make it way more exclusive. And I'm looking more at what the open was to qualify for the age group online qualifier back in the day, where you had to be top
200?
200 worldwide in your age group. That made things pretty intense, depending on the age group you're in. So I would like to see the quarterfinals to become more exclusive. So the open with a small tick matters more. There's a massive point of pride. And some people have pride making the top 10%, like, go you. But like, this is sports. The open is the all-inclusive, full participatory event for the CrossFit community. And then we go down to quarterfinals. Right? I would like to see 500 in every, for 500 men, 500 women in every semifinal, so semifinal region, so 7 different ones, to qualify for their quarterfinals. And then half the number for the teams. 500 individuals, 250 for the teams. Now, before it's like, but there could be more in this region than that one. That means it's harder. Yeah, welcome to fucking like sports.
Right.
It was like that for regionals. People forget like the regional system wasn't perfect. In fact, it was very imperfect when it came to qualifying for certain regions. Like Bill could have qualified for my region asleep and 50 as an individual. The Central East was basically like the CrossFit Games. Like the 2012 to 2015, 2016 Central East had a better group of male and female athletes than the CrossFit Games did in like 2010.
Yeah.
Like they called it the Central Beast for a reason. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. Right? And so actually this is a great comment, Ace It's like, we're not trying to lower the bar to make everybody feel good about themselves. We're trying to raise the bar so people actually make themselves better. And so I would like to see a more exclusive whittle down of quarterfinals to make the open matter. Because listen, 500, if there's 25,000 people in your region, like you cannot make mistakes there. It's like, oh, well, I'm going to make the top 3,000 because there's 30,000 men in the North America West. No. Raise the bar.
You can't have a competition that doesn't count. And that's what the open has turned into. Just because you want everyone to participate doesn't mean you can't make it count. And that's important. I mean, it is, we want the largest group participating, but that doesn't mean that we don't want it to matter that you're participating.
Right.
You are trying to qualify on to the next step. And qualifying on to the next step isn't a participation award. You got to fight to get there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why have it?
Zach Jones, a whittle down quarterfinals is not as profitable, though. The quarterfinals isn't profitable anyways.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at that last year, like how many people actually signed up.
It's not profitable anyways.
Like, what if you would have changed it to 5%? Would it have changed anything? You look at the people that are in there, like, nope.
Yeah, we're talking about like tens of thousands of dollars difference. All right. We want to make the open matter more, so more people want to be a part of something that means more. We want to make quarterfinals to mean more, so that like if I qualify top 500, like that's serious.
Oh yeah.
I would be proud of that.
Yeah.
40, about to be 41.
There you go.
Qualified with all these guys, freaking great, right? But like, again, I could roll out of bed at 4 in the morning, do the open workout that was programmed the night before, go back to sleep, and know I'm going to make the top 10%. I guess that sounds really like kind of pompous, but
well,
more at stake.
Okay, but what you're saying right there, but that comment filters from the individuals. The individuals say that, the top end masters say that, top end teens say that. Like that's not an uncommon statement. And all that does is degrade what it is. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And that was my quarterfinals thing. Oh, and I put so top 500. So this is my quarterfinals change. Top 500 individual, top 250 team. And once the open is over, you have to pick one before you do quarterfinals.
Yeah, seriously. None of this like bouncing back and forth stuff.
Like, I'm going to do indie, team, and age group and just I'm going to put my foot in every door. It's like standing. It's like you and your family split up your your whole family and like going into a line for like an amusement park.
Right.
It's like, is your line going faster? Okay, we'll go over to his. I'm like, come on, man, that's cheating.
Totally.
So yeah. Pick
like
before you go in quarterfinals, cap it at top 500 and 250, and let's make that something to be excited about and train for.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
All right, number 3.
All right, this is going to be kind of a selfish one, I guess. I would like the programming for the different divisions that they moved out.
This is good. Wad Zombie bringing the La Sierra Hydro colored short shorts. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Screw these levels. Send me some like nut showing. What are they called?
The running shorts. It was like,
yeah,
it was
no,
like,
what
they're
is
like
the
a
military
canvasy
golf
running,
called?
like dolphins.
What do the military guys call those things? Someone in here. Tell us. John Young, my quarterfinals that everything should be a 1 rep max in the open so I can actually make it.
Of course it would be.
My quarterfinals change / SWAT for 2024 is John Young to make the semifinals. So every event in quarterfinals be heavy. Got it.
Okay, so I think that you need to have people that really understand. So I wanted the story to go all the way through. I need people to understand the people that they're programming for. I think it is effing ridiculous.
There it is. Ranger panties.
Panties.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks, dude.
All right, sorry.
It is absolutely ridiculous that the standard dumbbell for the 55 plus is a 35-pound dumbbell.
I talked to Bob and Joe about that, and I used you specifically as an answer or a question in the podcast.
Dude.
I was like, are you guys going to evolve with the athletes on the programming side?
What did they say?
They said yes. They're going to look at it. They're going to talk.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Because here's why. If you look at all of the
I've been
definitions
this for so long, by the way.
Of our
55.
If you're trying to use our definitions of fitness, but you're using now such light weights to determine the strength element of these athletes, then you are not finding your true athlete. What you're doing is you're getting these little guys and girls that have amazing capacity, but there's always one heavy lift, and all of those athletes are they drop. Yeah. I mean, look at the Kevin Costner who won. He's won the game. Costner. He's got one of the greatest spray tans and the whitest beard and hair I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, really. I mean, okay, he's a great athlete.
Hogan.
Great athlete, but he's a smaller guy. He's got great capacity, but whenever they do the heavy stuff, like his numbers are always way down. There's nothing to slow him down ever. So you give him a 35-pound dumbbell, like a bigger, taller guy is never going to have a chance. The bigger, taller athletes never have a chance. So just like if we were to do the same type of thing on the even in the open division with the open athletes, if it was always set towards the super mega heavy athletes, then you would be cutting people out. And I just disagree with that. I don't think you can only have heavy. I'm all for making it rounded, but like make it appropriately heavy for these athletes. They can lift weights. Stop acting like they can't do this shit. They are strong. They can handle more than what you're giving them.
It's not
don't be afraid. Yeah.
I like this, and give a specific example outside of you, which you are a unicorn. I'll just, before anybody is
I was talking about my big nose when you said that.
Yeah, that's narwhal. I had a guy in my gym who phenomenal athlete in the mix, 50 to 54, just doing great. And then he ages up, and we look at the program in the next year, and he's like, dude, I have to like completely change like my whole competitive fitness landscape. Like I have to start just like doing work capacity. Yeah. It's like all these high skills and heavy weights that I can do mean nothing at this point in time.
Right.
Because now it's like you said, lowering the bar. Now, I think there was a time where that was needed, but the cool thing about the Masters and the hard thing about the Masters division is that there's so many age groups. There's such a variety of talent and skill and experience, but it's always getting better. Like the collective group of Masters gets better and fitter every year.
Yeah.
Because they either age up and they have the fitness that they had at 35 and now they're 40, 45 and going up, or they've been started at 40 and will be better at 45 and will be better at 50. Right? And I feel like a lot of these weights, it seems like movements and skills, like the programming has not changed since the inclusion of Masters athletes, which was when? 2011? It was in the Open.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed.
Yeah. I remember testing the dog sled battle at the games. I think that was 2011, where they did the dog push. They did handstand push-ups. And I remember Tony Budding asking me, he's like, do you think that an event like this would be appropriate for Masters? And I go, well, yeah, why wouldn't it be? He's like, well, there's handstand push-ups in it. And I go, so? Like, I can do them. Again, this is our absolute best athletes out there at these age groups. I
think John Young is now pandering. I love it.
Totally.
You're right. It's like a
100%.
wall ball to a 9-foot.
I'm hoping that like, with Bob and Ron and those guys involved in the Legends, they are athletes that are in these age groups. They know what that age group feels like. They know what these guys can do.
Yeah.
And I think that they'll be proud to showcase them to do the right things.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that even in the Open division, like, don't just make it to where it's a bunch of little guys that make their way through. This is actually gonna taper off into my net.
Okay.
Was that a third one?
You're on 3. I haven't said mine.
Okay. So this will kind of push into my last one too as we go to the last one. So that's mine.
Cool.
A damn 50 pound dumbbell for the 55-year-olds.
John made a good point. Is like, hey, keep the weight to maybe lower the reps.
There's a multitude of ways to do it.
Or find that middle weight. We would always talk about, like,
how about a 45-pound dumbbell?
45. Shit, we had 45-pound dumbbells programmed on .com a lot until they brought them into. In fact, we used 45-pound dumbbells at regionals.
Yep.
Until the Open, and it was 50 and 35. I'm like, fuck, I need to buy a 50-pound dumbbell for the Open? Right. You just told us this week? It's Thursday.
They can do it.
Agree. I like that. Okay. My number 3. God, what do I want to do here? Okay, I'll save the fun one for the end. So this goes back to Open. So I talked quarterfinals. I talked online scoring. I'm going to talk Open. So I've got 2 ending on the Open. In the Open, in every semifinal region, if you are top 5 in your region, you get to skip quarterfinals and go straight to semifinals.
Ooh.
So if you're top 5 men in the North America West, or women in the North America East, or Europe, Oceania, if you make top 5 in the Open in your region, you get to skip quarterfinals and you go directly to semifinals. And tell me now the Open doesn't matter.
Right.
For the top people.
Wow. That would be, I love what it does and where it now puts the pressure on that. Because you, as an athlete, you can decide, okay, do I want to peak now to be able to skip that? Or am I just going to take my chances, just kind of go like, I'll be fine in the semis. I'll just do my thing, whatever I want to do on that. Yeah. But that's going to demand that that CrossFit really is on top of their judging,
right?
Or those top 5, because that's really important. They can't just go by the numbers.
Set the tone in the Open.
Yeah.
You're not removed from the Open, but you are removed from qualifying.
I mean, we had to submit videos out of the Open before to go to regionals.
True, but they were kind of like, you look like you can do it. You show capacity.
Maybe. Well, yeah, that scar is never going to go away.
Here's the thing. I saw a lot of these comments. It puts a premium, and you said it, proper judging. Good. We should freaking do that.
100%.
We should put
that shouldn't even be a question.
Yeah. It'd be like,
should be a
hey,
does
don't program
statement.
that because you're going to have to make them like, hey, don't do squats. Don't do any movement that requires range of motion because some people skirt the line. I'm like, I get it. Yeah. But we need to hold ourselves to a higher standard, and we need to be held to a higher standard as well. And you won't eliminate them because look, the open workouts, it could be like, look, this is so easy for me. I was like, fine. You had a couple of no reps. You're not removed from competition. You move on to quarterfinals, but you are not going to semifinals because of the quality of product that you put out.
Totally. Oh man, that would, yeah.
Not necessarily 5 weeks, but look, I wouldn't hate that. Real Chad call. Need 5 weeks for the open. Make sure the top five aren't outliers, or you just need better programming.
Oh, geez, totally.
And you can have an A, B. You can have, oh gosh, that's going to be another one, but that's my A's and B's. Maybe we'll do like a just miss the list. Top 5 get to skip quarterfinals. Individuals.
Yeah.
Easy. All right, Bill.
Last one. This is a 30,000 foot view of the season. I've brought this one up before, and the more I think about it, the more important I think it is, because what it would do is allow the decisions that get made for each one of the stages to have a particular intent. And that's to write a mission statement for the qualifying out of each one of the stages.
Bill, yes. Oh, damn it. Your brother's going to clip that shit. They were going to post that picture that Taylor had.
Oh, no, please don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that. The idea of that is, like in business, you have a mission statement, and that mission statement is a simple phrase or something general that is your guiding light to whatever it is that you're trying to do. We need to have that. Our mission statement for the CrossFit Games is to find the fittest man, woman, and team on the planet, using our definitions within CrossFit of increased work capacity, cross times, and broad times and modal domains, all that stuff. Yep. Using CrossFit methodology, that's how we do it. That is the mission for the games. However, these other stages in the things that we are changing and what we decide to do, or the ideas that come into it, we don't really know, because what is the mission of the Open? Right. To get to quarters? Well, what does that mean? What's the mission of the quarters? To get to semis? Well, what does that mean? Like, who are we trying to move from one place and qualifying to the next stage? There should be a type of athlete that we are looking at to get there, using our definitions, using our setups. But it's got to be written down, because it just seems like we just shoot in the dark all the time. And
yep.
I mean, we've seen it's like, well, okay, well, is this programming here? Is that, what kind of athlete is that getting to the games or to this next stage? And are they going to be tested? Like, if it's all in the 55-pound division or 55-year-old division, if they say, okay, it's going to be 35 pounds and 25 pounds. All right. So you cut out all of your big, strong athletes because you don't have programming to get there. So have you moved the right people to the next stage based on what the mission of that qualifier is?
Okay.
And whether that's the Dave and Boz and the CrossFit team, or the Legends group, or the Pit team group, or the Wheel Wads group, whoever it ends up being, even if it's the athlete association, even if they're involved in it, so that everyone decides, okay, who are we moving from stage to stage to stage, and have that set up so that we have a guiding light every time we're trying to develop and change and modify. And I think that's a big deal.
I like that. It makes our job easier when we analyze.
Hell yes, it does.
This is what they said. This is not what they did.
Because what do we always talk about? We always say, like, what's the reason? Why is Rogue programming like this? Why is Wadapalooza programming like this? What's the intent of Dubai? What is the purpose of the programming? This would give the why. And we could see that. Yeah. Because you can't just say, well, it's like the old days of Matt and T won. So obviously it was set up right. because they won. It's like,
Mhm.
no. I
Yeah.
mean, yes, they are the fittest, but like,
I like that.
so
Did you listen to the podcast that Don Fall was on with Talking Elite Fitness like last summer or this summer?
I've heard some different blurbs of it.
Did you hear the part where he said that he thought that quarterfinals could have been in a roundabout way programmed more appropriately to the group of people qualifying for that stage?
I didn't hear that.
Oh, I heard that.
Who told him that?
I don't know. All I know is that I was pretty adamant about it. I believe.
Right. Well, yeah, totally.
I believe we got some little pushback from. It was like, "Oh, you're being negative." I'm like, "Yes, but don't put me in this position to begin with."
We're being truthful. We're just stating what we see.
It was like a real quick boom, like looking things like he wanted to change for next year, and he put that.
Yeah.
In. I was like, "Cool."
Oh, we'll
Told
see.
you.
Well, the problem is that like those statements are great, but it's kind of like we just want to make you happy. What the hell does that mean,
Dude? That
it's
is
like we just want to program appropriately.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you talking about with that? And
That goes
maybe
for life too, though. Like if you're trying to make everybody around you happy or make everybody around you like you, like you are sacrificing something that is true to yourself to lie to somebody else.
totally.
Like you're just like if everybody loves you, you are doing something.
Yeah, you're pandering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm fine if you don't like me.
I don't care. I got my friends. I got the people that like me. I'm good.
I got the people who like me. I got the people I like around me that I love dearly.
Yeah.
And if fine, don't like I don't like certain people too.
Right.
But I don't, but I don't like go out of my way to like make them know.
Right.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Your last one.
Just be wary. Okay, my last one. This is for the open. This is for affiliate owners trying to rally the troops in a fun way. Right? I want something fun to come out of the open outside of competing. And I think every person that signs up for the open get put into this nice giant, let's call it a hopper. Like the lottery.
Right.
Like the lottery. We have a lot of partners in the space. Shit. How many partners sign up for the CrossFit Games? Right? Corbin Dallas, I actually love your name because Fifth Element is like one of my top 5 all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sidetrack. You're in a hopper. You're in the lottery. Every week of the open, you're going to pull out 20 names and hand out these little prizes just because you signed up. One of them, maybe it's a rower from Concept 2 every week. You give away 3 of them. You're a partner in space. Row gives away a barbell. Little things. Like people love the things people will do for a free t-shirt. Right? We always play the lottery, but here's the big one. I would love your thoughts on this. As an affiliate owner, as that we're like, oh, how do we get affiliate owners to get those 10 people that are working out in the corner being too cool for the open while doing the open? They just didn't want to sign up for it. To sign up for it, create a VIP CrossFit Games experience. First class flights, perfect seats, backstage VIP passes, 5-star hotel, everything. And as an affiliate owner, you as the owner gets put into this different hopper. And your name gets put in there for every person you have to sign up for the open.
Dang.
And when it's all over, they pull out affiliate owner, they get a +1, and you get an all-exclusive VIP CrossFit Games experience. Flights, like everything. Everything. You don't have to spend anything. They pick you up on whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. And now, as an affiliate owner, I'm like, hey, Mike, sign up.
Yeah,
You're
damn it.
name for me, right? Because they do a lot. Affiliate owners do so much.
Yeah.
So much. And for the open, even tell them like, guys, listen, This would be a dream for me. Your chances of winning this are exponentially closer to any lottery you've ever done. Ever. Right? Just like 7 stars. I know there's no such thing as that. 7-star treatment, affiliate owner, they get a wave, they get an announcement while they're at the games, they get backstage passes. Like, think of any possible thing you can do. How much would that cost? $50,000? Half that? Not more than that. You know how
I think that's great, dude. Are you kidding me?
You're going to tell me that there's 13,000 affiliates around the world. You don't think one of them or all of them, it's like, hey, they're going to get one more person?
Yeah.
Let's be pessimistic and say only 1/4 of them get one person to sign up for it. That's 3,250 people that sign up for the Open, promoted by the affiliate owner. $65,000, it pays for itself, and you make some money.
I think it's great. I think those little things, especially at the Open level, would be so easy.
Roger. Hey, buddy.
It'd be so easy to do with such little skin off of CrossFit and the partners that are involved in CrossFit.
Their
and
own
be a
personalized
massive help.
apparel with their names on it.
Yeah.
Affiliate owners, you celebrate them when you're on site.
Yeah.
They can go anywhere they want. They get free everything. All this, they get like this huge VIP apparel package with all this, like, just the dream of what it could be. And you give the affiliate owners a name in the hat for every member that registers for the Open underneath their affiliate.
Yeah, I love it.
You get 90 people, you have 90 chances in the bucket. You get 150, you get 100, you get 400, you get 400.
Dang, that would be so cool.
And yeah, bigger affiliates get bigger opportunities. Welcome to the world, right? But like, I have a garage gym and it's an affiliate, and if that was a thing, I would fucking like,
yeah,
I would be like, hey, to my neighbors, sign up for this. Sign up for this thing. Say you're under my affiliate. I'm like, oh, all these weird people. I was like, yes, okay, yeah, all these people that aren't our affiliate are signing up for me. Oh,
whoa, are you telling me that you're stuffing election boxes, dude? Is that what you're telling me? Do you got like dead people that are signed up for your?
I'm stuffing the lottery box. Okay? I'm stuffing the lottery box. But guess what? No one gets money when I stuff a ballot box. The lottery gets money every time I buy a ticket.
Yep, every time.
The Open gets money every time I get Joe Schmo that doesn't go to my gym sign up under my gym. Whatever. Don't police it. Go crazy. Give the affiliates something and just inspire them to get those 5 people in the corner to join the party, because it's something for you, and it's okay to say that because they should want to try to do something for you too. How pumped would your members be if you got that?
Oh, dude, that'd be
Dude,
amazing.
we did it. We did it, right? Not you did it, Bill. We did it.
Yeah.
The gym did it. So.
That would be insane.
Right? I know it was a long-winded, would be cool, but like, it just seems so easy.
Yeah, that would be an easy one.
Like, easy. And like, do you really think like you'd only get 3,000 people around the world to sign up for this? Only?
Well, and I mean, I think that that's really great. I also think that if you're an affiliate owner, a smart way to get all those people involved is to say, hey, we can have a raffle within the raffle. Because if I win I got all of you guys to do it, then we draw of all the people that signed up, we'll redraw.
Right, but look at exactly what we're talking about. You now are creating more engagement in your affiliate,
totally,
which
100%.
is engaging more with CrossFit.
100%. Yeah.
So
I love it, dude. I love that. That's awesome.
I wish. That's the fun thing about these rush moments. We don't have to follow through with any of it. The ultimate, you should do this podcast, which we usually say, don't do that.
Right, totally.
But that was fun. That was good. I like that. OG.
Why, yes, it is. Why, yes, it is, Roger.
Of the CrossFit Games. Yes. Yes, it is. Any runners-up that you had
What did I have? I'm gonna have to cut off here a little bit and go coach the noon class. But what else did I have? I had. Where's my list? Oh yeah, I want a broadcast and a social media team for each division specific.
Okay. Yeah.
So that like the individual people, like they concentrate on the individuals.
I like
Then it
that.
doesn't seem like a sideshow when you get to the other divisions. The
Mhm.
Masters team, like we follow them all the way through. The age group team, they follow them all the way through. The adaptive, they follow them all the way through. We can hype them up. We can do our stuff about it, and we now concentrate on them, that team, as they go all the way through those divisions. I think that would be really cool.
I like that.
Because then when you get to their competition, you have the people that are there that have been there with them the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's their commentators. I think that'd be cool.
That is good. I like.
I mean, you can put like, I mean, at the HQ side, I know they have a small team. All you need is like one social media person for each one of those divisions, and then all they have to do is concentrate on that.
Yeah. Then you start that rapport, that relationship. You actually
With the
know
athletes,
what
yep,
to
yep.
capture because of the moment
Yep.
that you are familiar with. Oh, I like that one. That's good.
Yep.
Very good. I like that a lot. I don't know if I had it. What else? I mean, I had a bunch of like little things.
Yeah.
But man, that VIP package thing,
Yeah, that'd be sick.
of all the things that are really not that difficult to do, was like you see the numbers, they're there, and you just put them in. Like they have these little programs that do it for you.
Yeah.
It's like CrossFit Inferno they're in with 97, and then
it would be an easy. It's an easy thing to do.
yeah,
Easy thing.
so we'll see. We'll see.
Cool.
All right, folks, let us know what you guys would like to see next year for the 2024 season. Pick a topic, throw it in the conversation. Hit us up on Facebook. Get with the programming, just at that, no underscore. I'm glad I got rid of that underscore. I don't even know how I got that originally, but I'm pumped about it. But jump in the comments. Let us know what you guys would change. Let us know your thoughts about what we would change or like to see. At the end of the day, we're having some fun. We're trying to make this a better place for everybody. And we'll say this until 2024, but let's make the open great again. Please. Please. All right. Rogue Invitational starts tomorrow.
Later, everybody.